Does anyone remember StreetSmash? And no, I'm not talking about being jumped in the middle of the street. I'm talking about the mode from the 4.5 Super Smash Bros. Game, Super Smash Bros. For 3DS. Take a guess at what console that was released on. The 3DS was released with a feature called Streetpass, in which by walking around with your 3DS on and passing someone else who also had their 3DS on, you would both receive a Streetpass. If you have the game Smash Bros 3DS and you Streetpass someone else who also has Smash Bros 3DS, their fighter token shows up as an opponent in StreetSmash, a side mode Nintendo thought was so important they'd put it on the main menu. If I had to guess, I don't think this happened very much, and it's especially not going to happen now that no one is walking around with their 3DS looking for people to StreetSmash. Luckily, however, if you don't Streetpass anyone, you can still play against CPU fighters in practice mode, which is probably where most of the playtime for this mode actually ended up happening. This is what happens when Nintendo tries to go Beyblade and lets it rip. You control a circular puck with your chosen fighter's face on it, then slide around a flat arena trying to knock other tokens off the stage. It's less of Smash Bros and more of Sumo Bros, a game which is fun for 5 minutes, then everyone goes back to playing the actual good modes in the game. But here's the thing, StreetSmash isn't even an original idea. It's a stripped back version of Tin Pin Slammer from The World Ends With You. It's the same top down bump your token off gameplay. I was gonna buy The World Ends With You to show you the comparison, but it's $128 and I'm not about to spend that much money on a video about StreetSmash, so I'll put up some footage of it so you can see what I'm talking about. So when Melee got Target Smash and Brawl got the Subspace Emissary, we got StreetSmash, a game mode that is based on a gimmick that never really worked. I've had the same 3DS since 2017, and in that time I've gotten a grand total of 7 Street Passes. One of them was my other 3DS, one was my sister, 2 of my friends who also had a 3DS, 2 of them were ones that Nintendo sent me, and only one was a real Street Pass. Do you think it was for the game Super Smash Bros? No, it was for Nintendo Badge Arcade. And if you're out there, I hope you tried playing other games. Nintendo Badge Arcade is not the peak that you think it is, girl. How many of those Street Passes do you think were for a Pokemon game? It was 3. Maybe they should have tried adding Street Smash to Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon. Apparently the whole Street Pass feature was quite big in Japan, so I guess if you were a Smash Bros player over there, you might have gotten more lucky. But did you really get more lucky? Because your award was playing this. So I hope you're happy. There are 8 billion people on Earth, and yet I might be the only one who has put this much thought into Street Smash since forever. And honestly, that's more than Street Smash deserves.